welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for another Thoughtful Thursday, and I want to talk about something that I think a lot of people have heard about, or maybe they have tried it. I have tried it a lot of times, and it's the whole thing about positive thinking. Now, I do totally agree with what you think about will definitely generate whatever you feel. So if you think something negative, you will feel bad. If you think something positive, you will feel good. I get that. But what I feel like is really missing here is that that when it's said, when we're told like just be positive or practice positive thinking and all that, it might sound like it's just something we are supposed to be doing quite easily, and when we don't manage to think positively, we kind of fail, and it's our own fault. And I'm like, you know what? From my work with beliefs, I know that what is actually causing our thoughts, which is causing our emotions and mood, is the beliefs. And the beliefs are subconscious, and our subconscious mind protects these beliefs because it's things that it's data we need to hold on to in order to be able to survive. So a lot of us if we have seen our parents struggle, if they had a hard time while we're growing up, or we saw them fight a lot or be sad, or struggling for money or all that, we might have beliefs like life is difficult, life is hard, and we have beliefs about ourselves also, maybe beliefs about people, like people can't be trusted, and maybe I should not exist. We can have all these different beliefs which are very, very common, and those beliefs generates our thoughts. Because the point is basically to be reminded of a truth we have learned in our lives so that we can behave in a way that will keep us safe. So then when we have these beliefs and we automatically have these generating thoughts coming up, we can rationally try to say the opposite or do affirmations and all that. But the thing is that as long as these beliefs are alive, the thoughts will be generated. So, because most of the time we are controlled, run by our subconscious mind. That's why we collect data, so we just automatically know how to behave and feel in certain situations. So we know what meaning we should give automatically to situations. And that's why we can be practicing, and then one thing happens and boom, everything is just back to being not very good. And the positive thinking seems impossible. Or maybe even when we try to do the positive thinking, we have this voice in our minds telling us the opposite, or why even trying, then it's just starting to be a fight of thoughts. So what the point I really would like to make today is that positive thinking is actually more like a natural state that is often interrupted by our beliefs that most of us have. So when you have thoughts, reoccurring negative thoughts, it actually is just a symptom of something you believe that is in your subconscious mind. And once that is gone, the thoughts will automatically stop. So instead of suppressing or hating or looking down on all these thoughts that appears automatically, we can actually use it to be conscious about, oh, what do I actually believe? And what I do is help people to remove those beliefs so that the thoughts won't appear. And I think I always see, like, for a lot of my clients, a great relief when they realize how it actually fits together when a belief is gone and they suddenly can't think those thoughts, certain thoughts again. Even if they try to grasp them, it's like it's grayed out. They can't really grasp them anymore. One of my clients pointed out very, very well. It's like, for example, if you have a website and a button suddenly is grayed out, you can't really push it. It's not possible to push it. The setting is not available. For example, if you get a free trial and there are some settings you can't use, you can see they're there to teach you, but you can't really pick them anymore. That's the feeling he gets when he get rid of certain beliefs. That he remembers how he used to feel, but he can't really push it. The button is grayed out. It's not an opportunity anymore. It's not something he can believe in. So and a very nice situation to use in this perspective is, for example, if people go through something, a loss, a situation that is difficult for them, a breakup, which is my niche especially, it's very difficult to just be positive because it feels like you're just overrun by the opposite of positive thoughts. And it doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you, that it should be different and that you should be able to just stop it and that you should just focus on something else and that you should just think positive and do affirmations. The reason that for a lot of people that won't work is just because the beliefs are triggered all the time, because now the person is not there anymore, they don't maybe reply on your messages, you know, there can be all these triggers all the time. You look at your bed, it's empty, and every time it's triggering beliefs and thoughts from these beliefs. So even though you try to be like, oh, I'm fine alone, I'm doing good, I'm happy, I'm powerful, I'm strong, great if you say it and you actually feel like that is nice, but don't feel like anything is wrong if don't feel like it's resonating or it doesn't really help long term, or if it's just straight up impossible. I have been in situations where I thought like, okay, positive thinking right now is just not an option. And until you get, you know, rid of the beliefs that's causing that thinking, especially in situations like breakup and loss, you will know that it's actually fine and normal what you experience, and you're not actually supposed to just being able to be positive, and it's not because you're a negative or bad person that it's not an opportunity for you. Not at all. It's just the beliefs, and they are very, very powerful, and that's why it's also immensely powerful to get rid of them, because you basically delete a program that is shaping how you behave and your whole view on reality. Yeah, so I hope that this can give some people relief and also give this perspective into what these thoughts are actually about and why they keep on coming and why they suddenly get triggered in certain situations and why it seems like they're out of your control. It is because it's just programming, running. Because to be honest, if most of us, if we had like this microphone in our mind and then this loudspeaker on top of our head so everybody could hear what we actually were thinking about, most of us wouldn't leave our room for 1 second because we didn't want anybody to know what we're actually thinking. And that just points to we're actually not consciously picking our thoughts. We would rather get rid of most of them for a lot of people, and those are because of the beliefs, and we can get rid of those if we really want to. And if anybody feels like they know this, you can leave a comment and let me know what you think and what your experience is with the negative thoughts. And also if you want a free session, because I have the opportunity to give out free sessions in the summer time, you can click in the link down in the description and you can fill out the form to tell me a bit about your situation so I can see if it makes sense for us to have the session. And especially if you have any struggles with relationships and, you know, being positive around that, and if you have experienced some loss. So you can check that out and you can subscribe and like if you haven't already and you find this interesting. And yeah, this was a great relief for me, at least, to figure out the context between thoughts and the beliefs and why I couldn't stop them and all that. The whole thing about being positive, and there's no shame in not being able to be. It's just programming. It's not normal and it's possible to get rid of it. So I hope you will have an amazing day, and I hope that I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and also, of course, I have to say, some people, they ask me like, are you just, you know, talking from, have you read some books? Is it just what you found out yourself? But no, I am educated Lefkoe in the Lefkoe Method, and I actually train other like psychologists and therapists in the method for the university from all around the world. So it's actually something that I know how to do. And I completely understand people asking me because, you know, working with the mind, with emotions, with people's traumas is a very important thing to do. And it's very important to know that people are in safe hands when you do it. So I respect that question a lot. And thanks for asking it. So See you soon. Love you. Bye.